vulnerable Amber Gibson, killed by her brother Connor. She had a life of misery and sadness, brought up in foster care, and was living in a children's home at the time of her murder. Amber was reported missing on the evening of Friday, November the 26th, and her body was discovered in woodland in Scotland on the morning of November the 28th. Connor had killed his sister Amber, removed her clothes, sexually assaulted her, beaten her with a blunt force instrument before he finally strangled her, killing her. Her cause of death by the pathologist was determined to be compression of the neck. This is a CCTV of him walking home after having killed her. And you can see he walks across the road, stops for a very short period of time, and then continues on his walk back to where he was staying. And that is a homeless hostel. That's where he'd been living. And you can now see this CCTV footage the moment he takes that bag containing blood-soaked clothing to an area where he dumped it. He then returns back to the hostel with an empty bin. In the early hours after the murder, Connor wrote to a Snapchat group of friends, "I'm really going to need your guys' help with something when yours come back. I'm being serious." And on the day before his arrest, Connor posted on Facebook the following message: "Amber, you will fly high for the rest of time. We all miss you, especially me. I love you, Ginger Midget." GBHF, which stands for goodbye for now. And he signs off 2 kisses. During the 13-day trial, Connor Gibson remained unemotional in the box, denied the charges, but was found guilty and now faces a mandatory life sentence when he will be sentenced in due course. And a further shocking humiliation to Amber is that Stephen Corrigan, another man, was found guilty of attempting to defeat the ends of justice by intimately touching and concealing Amber's body after discovering her, instead of contacting the emergency services. Corrigan has said that he was not at the location, denies the offence completely, but is at a loss to explain why 39 areas of Amber's body had his DNA on, including Amber's breasts, buttocks, and thighs. And they also say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Whilst Connor Gibson awaited trial for murder of his sister Amber, his dad, Peter Gibson, was jailed for 10 years for 10 separate offences, including the rape of a 62-year-old woman in Scotland, in which he tied her up, blindfolded her, and abused her, and also the sexual assault of a young boy. And we learned during the trial of Connor Gibson that Amber had been raped by another man, Jamie Starr, in 2021. And like Connor Gibson, Starr will be sentenced in due course. Our thoughts are with Amber Gibson's family at this terrible time.